The concept of coordinated community response is one of the most visible and critical components in the way that communities respond to domestic violence. Partnerships and collaborations between key stakeholders improve our responses to domestic violence, and I think today is a perfect example of that. The work that the Jewish Family Services has done to bring people together for this event and for events all through the month is really remarkable. I would like to introduce Dr. June Gutterman, CEO of Jewish Family Services, for a few remarks.
Good morning. I want to thank all of you for being here. I want to thank our partners, corporate sponsors that have also helped us get the word out and sponsor what we do in terms of domestic violence awareness. I want to thank our board and our staff who have committed an enormous amount of resources, both time, talent, and passion. And I'd like to recognize our board president, Andrew Brody, for his commitment as a champion of our efforts to assure that domestic violence has no place in the state of Ohio. I think all of you who've worked in partnership know that we do have, as somebody says, the secret sauce. It doesn't take a lot of people to move something when you're moved by passion and you're moved by commitment. And certainly Lisa Carroll is an individual who represents what commitment is and what passion is, and I think we need to take a moment and thank her for what she does day in and day out to make sure So the first Purple Light Nights happened in October 2007 in Covington, Washington. It was started by a woman, Victoria Thrum. She was a survivor and empowered herself by saying, there will be an end to what happened to me, and I will make sure it doesn't happen to others. And with that was born the idea of lighting the night with purple. Over the next month, you'll see that the Levesque Tower is in purple, the Sky Banner, ABP is in purple. It's all wonderful. It's incredible. But why light the night, and why light it in purple? I think we need to pause for a second and reflect on that. To light the night really means that we do shine a light where there are closed doors. Because where there are closed doors, domestic violence grows. Where women are isolated, where families are isolated, where children are isolated behind closed doors, and in the night, domestic violence happens. We must shine a light on this issue. And why purple? It's very simple. Purple is the color of a bruise. It is the color of a bruise. When you look around, we all have different shades of purple. And that really is emblematic of a bruise. So purple lights is a way of saying we have to be aware of what's happening. We have to be aware of isolation, what happens behind closed doors. And we have to recognize what a bruise is and what it does to affect the people in our lives. This is an epidemic. Representative Gonzales said it. It is transmitted generationally. Its cost to society is unbelievable. To employers in terms of lost productivity and work, and increases in emergency room visits and psychological trauma, all incalculable. So is death. And domestic violence often ends in death. We have to be aware of that. There are Some important characteristics, and probably the most important is that it knows no boundaries. Domestic violence has its own affirmative action plan. You said it so eloquently. And as a result, 10 women are killed by their partners every day. Every day, in every community, in every city, in every state across this nation. 1 in 4 women will experience domestic violence. And more importantly, 1 in 3 teens, our children, will experience an abusive dating relationship. We have to do something. We have to assure, and we have to stand up and say that domestic violence has no place in Ohio. As this morning goes on, you will notice that there are numbers coming up every 15 minutes, every 15 seconds. And so, as long as this press conference has gone on, 46 people have been beaten. So I don't really want to see what the number is at the end of our morning, but please know that as every 15 seconds tick off, another person is beaten. Thank you for your commitment to this. Thank you for your interest, and thanks for your partnership. We really appreciate it.